Malik Aziz, that's Malikaziz, Dallas Police Department, Specialized Investigations Division, over missing persons. Around 12:35 p.m. today, Dallas police were notified by 911 of a home invasion robbery occurring in the 800 block of Buick Avenue. 3 black males dressed completely in black clothing and mask had forcibly entered the home and were demanding money at gunpoint. The victim, Nicholas Fierros, Jr., a Latin male, 10 years of age, was visiting relatives at the location. The gunman restrained the adult female relative while 2 additional relatives that were minors hid in the home. One of the minor children called 911. When the gunman fled the location, they took Nicholas with them. Nicholas is described as a Latin male, 10 years of age, 4'9", and 60 pounds. He was wearing an orange shirt, white or khaki shorts, and no shoes. The suspects fled in an undetermined location and by unknown means. Anyone with information regarding this incident or Nicholas's location is asked to call 911 or Dallas Police Department at 214-671-4268, 214-671-4268. At this time, this is an open, active investigation that is fluid and moving rapidly at this point. But I'm willing to take any questions that I possibly can answer outside of what I stated. But again, this is an open and active investigation.
So do you have leads on who might have done this? Do they know each other?
Well, right now we are working all the leads that we have. We have some information that we're following through on, but again, it's such an active and fluid investigation that we're going to have to see this thing through. And we have detectives right now who are upstairs diligently working on all the information that we've been able to get so far.
Well, you said Nicholas did not live there.
He was visiting relatives at the time.
And how many other people were able to hide and evade this?
Well, 2 other children who were minors, they were able to hide.
Chief, did the victims mention whether or not the suspects spoke to why they were at that home, or did they make any verbal commands for anything particular?
Well, right now we're going through. We've had some information that would come to us from different aspects, but we have all the individuals who were there, and we're going through some other avenues to try to find out exactly what these gunmen wanted, because at this point in time, we don't have any information on where these people would be, or we will be after them right now. So we're imploring the public's help or anyone else who would have information to what is needed at this time. I know we have some parents and relatives who are desperately, concerned about finding the whereabouts of Nicholas, and we want to help them find them. So we're working some leads right now, but nothing definitive that would lead us into a direction to go and explore those avenues.
Why did they take the boy? Was he a hostage? Were they demanding something for his return?
At this point in time, we really don't know, and that's where we're trying to get to right now. We're trying to get to some point that we can understand why such an incident would happen right now. And so we're working through those things just right now.
Can you talk about the 911 call a little bit? Tell us again who made the call, what was the tone of that call, what was said, anything that can help you?
Well, right now we can say that the 911 call was extensive in duration, because you're talking about a minor making a phone call and a 911 operator doing a very good job of trying to get information, out from language or streets or calling, from a phone, or trying to gain those things or ascertain what is going on when you're talking to a minor. And so that conversation went on for a great duration, of time. And when we were able to find out what we needed, then we sent police to the location.
Were they able to hear anything in the background of that call, or were they in a back room?
Nothing that we can actually. There's nothing right now that would, in that phone call, that I've selectively heard parts of it that would, give us any information that would lead us in another direction at this point.
So it was a very young child and there was a language barrier?
Well, no, our
Oh,
911
911 call?
no, our 911 operators are equipped to handle all Spanish-speaking calls. But you're talking about a minor who was, giving out information on language. I would be speaking of is, where you live and what area is this, and we're going through that right there.
Chief, I know you touched
no-
on this. I'm sorry. I know you touched on this, but is there any reason to think this family was targeted, or does it appear totally random at this point?
Well, at this point, we can't tell. If I told you anything that would go in any different direction on either side, that's why we're working all angles. And that's what we do. We have some of the best detectives in the nation, and they're looking at every angle that we can possibly look at to see just why would a 10-year-old boy be taken from a home.
One more question, guys.
Well,
Can
speaking
you
of,
give us the lay of the land?
speaking
What
of-
did the victims say happened? Like, can you walk us through what
Well-
happened, where they were, how the suspects got inside?
Well, no, I can't give you any of that information. That's some investigative, purposes that I would have to hold that information about what was actually told us inside the house.
two quick questions before you leave. One, witnesses, neighbors were telling us about a rash of robberies in that area. Are you incorporating those into this investigation as being possibly connected? And secondly, there was about 3 hours from the time the call came in to when the Amber Alert went out. Can you explain that?
Well, right now, your first question, right now there's nothing definitive for us to look at, as far as a rash of anything that are there. If there's other information that's pertaining to a high level of crime in that neighborhood right now, we're not focused on that.
Okay, guys.
Can
Any
you
other further
answer
questions?
the Amber Alert question? Because there was 3 hours there that passed when people could start looking for this kid.
Well, what I would say, just what we said, we have a extended 911 call, which our people did their due diligence. We sent officers out to the location to find out what's going on. Then we had to gather up the witnesses and family and other people who were involved in it, and then go through some things about what information that we did have, and some of the things that DPS would require for an Amber Alert are not there. So on the definitive things that they require. So we did issue an endangered missing child from a kidnapping, and so hopefully that will help us and provide further details and information. But
Was the child,
right.
kid, was he duct taped before they took him off? Is that something?
But right now, our main thing is that we want to help the family find 10-year-old Nicholas Fierros. That's our main thing. And so I thank you guys for coming out here and being able to get this information out. It's going to be very beneficial to us. Thank you so much.
Guys, we'll be updating where we get updates. We'll be updating via Twitter, blog, UPDB.com, and at more so we get the information.
What is